he missed a lot of wide open passes. If you look at in the first half, he was really trying to force feed Mike Evans the whole entire time when he had other guys wide open. Even on crossing routes. I give you an example. 5:03 left in the third quarter. He throws the interception to, I think he was throwing to Scotty Miller. He had Tyler Johnson wide open in the middle of the field where he could have made that play and kept the drive going. But it's things like that he's not doing. Even on the first series, on the 3rd and 6, he had Antonio Brown wide open, and he tried to force the ball to Mike Evans on a curl route. He had Antonio Brown on a pivot route. So it's things like that. That's why that's why I gave him D-. He's not making the right reads. He's not being confident when he's throwing the ball. He's not stepping into his throws, and he has time. He had time to make the reads that he needed to. If you go back and just watch the things that he's doing, he's playing one side of football. He's already dictating where he's going to throw the ball just by his body language and the way he turns the ball. So I'm expecting more from the GOAT, if that's what everyone wants to call him right now. But he's not playing nowhere near GOAT status right now.
I got one quick question. Are you saying he's not the GOAT?
I mean, it's a lot of people you call the GOAT.
A lot of people. Who else?
Who else you can call Aaron Rodgers the GOAT?
Okay. So Tom Brady is not the GOAT, says Antonio Cromartie.
I'm not saying he's not the GOAT. I say he's not playing GOAT-ish. You're not seeing the things that he's not playing. You can tell he's trying to force the ball down the field, something that he's not used to doing, and he's not making the right reads. Like early on in the game, he's forcing the ball to Mike Evans. Why? Why are you forcing the ball? He threw the ball. Think about this. There were 5 plays in that first series. All 3 passes went to who? Mike Evans.
Could we please see the one that he threw to Mike Evans that went right through Mike Evans' hands that would have changed the game because it would have set up a touchdown that would have gone ahead 7-3?
There's plenty of things that went on.
Yeah. Did you see this throw, Mr. Cromartie? I can't throw it any better than this. This is so sweet. It goes right down the chimney, right through Mike Evans' hands. It would have been a 40-yard gain and set them up in the red zone.
So Skip, you're gonna pick one play when Tom Brady missed 15 reads.
That's what he does.
Okay, so help me out here. I watched Tom Brady in the second half dominate this game. I saw Tom Brady wind up with 369 yards passing in only 23 minutes time of possession. He had 5 of 20-plus yards. 369 in 23 minutes. If I extrapolate that out to the 37 minutes that Patrick Mahomes had the football, that would mean 555 yards passing for Tom Brady. That would be the all-time record, but he missed 15 reads. Maybe he should have thrown for 700 yards. I don't know.
If was a fifth, would be all what?
Well, how about if the defense had just gotten him the ball back? He cut it to 27-24 with 2 75-yard drives. He was missing reads everywhere. But he threw another one to Mike Evans for a 31-yard touchdown, if we could see that. I don't know. Maybe I dreamed this one. A 31-yard touchdown, and it was the sweetest throw of the day. This is actually double coverage. He says, I got this. How sweet is that? That's the GOAT for you.
So now we're gonna blame it on the defense, right? When we know,
there we go.
If you watch the game,
and then
he missed 15 reads in the game.
He force-fed Mike Evans for another touchdown from 7 yards out, and it was 27-24 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. And his sorry defense couldn't get the ball back. If it had, he was going to go win that game, and he might have. I don't know. He might have missed 8 more reads in the final drive, but I think he would have got it in the end zone.
Crow, do you notice when Tom Brady does not give the ball back to the opposing team's offense, is Tom Brady playing keep away? Tom Brady being great. He never says anything about the sorry defense as long as Tom Brady is on the end that's kicking butt. But when somebody else is kicking Tom Brady's defense butt, that defense is sorry. You didn't say the defense was sorry when the Jamel Dean ran that pick six back against Green Bay.
Wait a second. Have you ever seen a sorrier strategy than Todd Bowles, who Crow knows very well? Todd Bowles tried to single cover Tyreek in the first quarter with Carlton Davis, who can't run. Jamel Dean can run. He was out with a concussion. So let's just put Carlton solo on Tyreek.
Let me get into the game plan of a Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, you use David as a physical guy to use him press to try to get the leverage off of him. They move Tyreek Hill around a lot. No matter how you look at it. If you look at the very first play, they ran him in a short motion. A zoom motion across the formation. Nobody covered him. Nobody. To whoever number 23 was on this defense was playing a cover 2, and he was actually in a single high safety.
Right.
So you got to think about it. It's mistakes on them. It's not the call. It's about the execution of a call. It doesn't matter what a coach is called. If it's not executed the right way, it's not gonna look like it's supposed to.
Okay, so you're saying that Carlton Davis didn't have him in single coverage much of the first quarter?
Look, Davis could have made so many plays on the ball. He never looked for the ball because he was intimidated by Tyreek Hill.
Who isn't?
Well, you can't play corner.
You can't play that way in this league.
You can't play corner.
Come on, he's the fastest man in football. It's not even close.
It doesn't matter. At one point in time, Mike Wallace was one of the fastest guys in the NFL. And guess what I had to do? I had to cover him as a rookie for 18 9 routes. Did they throw the ball to him? No, but that's not the point. It's not understanding. It's just understanding what you're going to get into this game.
But Carlton Davis is no Cromartie. He's just not. It's not even close.
It doesn't matter. He was intimidated by a guy, and he could not go out there and play the way he wanted to go play.
He caught 203 yards of receiving yards in the first quarter. 203 yards. Who's ever done that?
Hold on. So is that the call or is that the play? Is that the player?
It sure looked to me like it was mostly the player.
But you know what, Crow?
My point exactly.
I want to get because your grade, you gave him a D-. I gave him an F because here's the thing. Tom Brady actually threw for 345 yards. 327 of those yards came when Brady was down by double digits. Oh, no. On his first 4 drives, he had 1 first down. He was 0 for 4 on 3rd down. That would allow him to stay on the field. In the first
what about the Mike Evans drop? We're just going to sweep that under the carpet?
In the first 3 quarters, he had 10 points on 2 drives. He only had 2 drives with 2 or more first downs. Skip. Now, this is what I was just trying to somebody tell me the GOAT with Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, and Rob Gronkowski scored 24 points on a defense that the Raiders got 40 and 31.
A defense that is ranked 6th in the NFL in points allowed. That defense. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up.
Hold on.
You're wrong again.
Crow. So let me get this right. A defense that's ranked 6th in the league in points allowed gave up 40 to the Raiders, 31 to the Raiders, and 31 to the Carolina Panthers. And your sorry team got 24.
Well, guess what, Tom Brady? I want our viewing audience to understand this man gave him an F, and that man, Cromartie, gave him a D-. And in the last 3 quarters against the Kansas City Chiefs, 6th-ranked defense, he threw for 313 yards and 3 touchdowns, going 22 of 31. But he must have missed 20 reads.
If you don't mind me asking, how many points were they down? Were they in the lead?
They were down 17 to nothing after 1 quarter. And then guess what? The last 3 quarters, they outscored Patrick Mahomes 24 to 10. In the second half, Patrick Mahomes threw for a grand total of 103. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So you better realize you can turn into a passing offense when you're behind. So what you gonna do? So basically, you're just padding your stats because that you're
padding your stat. You got it back to 3 points with 4:10 left. Padding your stats. That's insane.
The only thing you can do is throw the ball. When you're down by 17, you're not gonna stick to the game plan.
The Brady hate on the show is overwhelming. I need to put my mask on. I need my mask.
Anytime Brady got outplayed.
Thank you. Did he really get outplayed? I don't know.
Let me tell you what Skip did. Skip gave Brady the same grade as Mahomes with 2 interceptions and 100 fewer yards.
Yeah. And you know what? Tom Brady did all this with one hand tied behind his back. Because do they screen pass the way Brady loves to screen? None. Do they run any motion? They don't motion because Bruce Arians does not believe in it. Do they swing pass it? No, they don't do that because they don't have a swing pass catching back.
Ro Jones went 37 yards on a swing pass.
That wasn't a swing pass. That was a downfield pass.
But that's the point. Brady is not making the right reads.
And finally, do they play action, which is Brady's bread and butter? No, they don't, because they rank 28th in rushing in the NFL. Help me out. What am I missing here? This was a masterpiece by Tom Brady for the last 3 quarters. And if Mike Evans would have caught the first ball, we might really be having a conversation.
What does Kansas City rank in rushing?
I don't care.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. If you got that, one team had 15, the other guy had 12.
I'll bet they're above 28.
I don't know if we figured anything out here, Antonio, but we appreciate you joining us.
We did.
I'm not so sure about that.
He got a D-.
We appreciate you joining us.